Hello students, this is class 10th, subject physics, chapter 2nd, work, energy and power, exercise B, numericals. We will start from 4th numerical because video of first 3 numericals is already uploaded. In the 4th numerical, we have given a body of mass 5 kilogram which is falling from a height 10 meter to 4 meter. Means initially it was 10 meter above the ground. After falling now it is 4 meter above the ground. We have to find out loss in potential energy and then we have to find out total energy possessed by the body considering value of acceleration due to gravity equal to 10 meter per second square. Now according to question, what is given to us, mass of body is 5 kilogram, acceleration due to gravity is given to us 10 meter per second square, h1 initial height is given 10 meter, h2 final height is given 4 meter above the ground. Loss in potential energy will be mg h1 minus h2. By filling the values, mass 5 kilogram, acceleration due to gravity 10 meter per second square, h1 10 meter and h2 4 meter, we will get 5 tens are 50, 10 minus 4 6 kilogram meter square per second square, that is 300 joule, because kilogram meter square per second square is equal to joule. In the second case, we have to find out total energy. Total energy is the sum of the potential energy and kinetic energy. And at maximum height, when any object reaches at maximum height, then its kinetic energy is 0 and potential energy is equal to mg h1, because maximum height is given here h1, that is 10 meter. By putting all the values, 5 kilogram into 10 meter per second square into 10 meter, we will get the answer 500 kilogram meter square per second square, which in turn we can write as 500 joule. Now fifth question is given to us is, calculate the height through which a body of mass 0.5 kilogram is lifted. If energy spent in doing so is 1.0 joule, we can take the acceleration due to gravity 10 meter per second square. What is given to us? Mass of body is 0.5 kilogram. Potential energy is given to us is 1.0 joule. Acceleration due to gravity is given to us is 10 meter per second square. We have to find out height. So height will be equal to potential energy divided by the product of mass and acceleration due to gravity. So we can write 1 joule divided by 0.5 kilogram into 10 kilogram into 10 meter per second square. I have combined here 0.5 kilogram and 10 meter per second square I have combined, and 1 joule means 1 kilogram meter square per second square. Here if you will check, kilogram will cancel kilogram, second square will cancel second square, and 1 meter will cancel 1 meter from this square power. So remaining unit will be only meter. Okay. So with what we will have when we will remove its decimal, upper side there will be 10 by 5 into 10 meter, 10 cancel, 1 by 5 meter means 0.2 meter is the answer. Next, sixth question is given to us, a boy weighing 25 kilogram force, this is given weight of the body, okay, not mass but weight of the body, climbs up from the first floor at height 3 meter above the ground to the third floor at height 9 meter above the ground. What will be increase in its gravitational potential energy? Here value of G is given 10 Newton per kilogram. Bete, when any object is moving in upward direction vertically, then there is increase in its potential energy, and when it is coming down vertically, then there is decrease in potential energy. Here in sixth question we have given weight of the body which is equal to force due to gravity 250 kilogram force, which we can write F is equal to m into G, and we will write it as 25 it was given 25 multiply 10, it will be 250 Newton. It will be 250 Newton. Actually, if you know, if weight is given 25 kilogram force, then mass of the body will be 25 kilogram. So from here we have used force is equal to 25 kilogram. Acceleration due to gravity is given to us 10 Newton per kilogram. So kilogram will cancel each other. We will have 250 Newton. This is the value of force, that is m into g. ठीक है. H1 is given here 3 meter. H2 is given here 9 meter. Increase in potential energy will be equal to mg into H2 minus H1. Value of mg we have calculated 250 Newton, and H2 is 9 meter, H1 is 3 meter. When we will calculate 250 into 6 Newton meter, that is 1500, that is 1500 या फिर 1500 Newton meter, which we can write it as 1500 joule. Next, 7th question is given to us. A vessel containing 50 kilogram of water is placed at a height 15 meter above the ground. Assuming the gravitational potential energy at ground to be 0, what will be gravitational potential energy of the water in vessel? Simple question is there. ठीक है. At ground the potential energy is given 0. When the water in the vessel will be placed at some height, definitely there will be the increase in potential energy. Say height of vessel at ground, H1 is equal to 0, and gravitational potential energy at ground is 0 given to us. H2 is equal to 15 meter. Mass of water is given to us 50 kilogram. Acceleration due to gravity is given to us 10 meter per second square. So increase in potential energy will be equal to mg into H2 minus H1, that is 50 kilogram into 10 meter per second square into 15 meter minus 0 meter, that is 50 into 10 is equal to 500 kilogram meter per second square into 15 meter, that will be 7500 kilogram meter square per second square, which will be equal to 7500 joule, which will be equal to 7500 joule. Next, 8th question is, a man of mass 50 kilogram climbs up a ladder of height 10 meter. ठीक है. Calculate the work done by man and increase in his potential energy. If we are going to find increase in his potential energy, then we have to take first of all potential energy at ground 0. Here in this question we will also consider, say, height of man at ground या height of ladder, right, is equal to 0. This is say H1. Height of ladder will be considered as H2, that is equal to 10 meter. Mass of man is given to us 50 kilogram, and acceleration due to gravity is given to us 9.8 meter per second square. In first part we want to find out work done, which is equal to force into displacement. Here force will be equal to m into g and displacement will be equal to h2. So it will be mgh2. M is given to us 9.8 meter per second square. G is given to us, M is given to us 50 kilogram. G is given to us 9.8 meter per second square, and H2 is 10 meter. 50 multiplied 10 will be equal to 500. Multiply 9.8, we will remove its decimal, and kilogram meter square per second square. 0 will cut with 0, and when the remaining we will multiply, we will get 4900 joule, because 1 kilogram meter square per second square is equal to 1 joule. In the next part, we want to find out increase in potential energy. Increase in potential energy will be equal to work done, so it will also be equal to 4900 joule. After that, ninth question is given to us. A block A weighing 100 Newton is pulled up a slope of length 5 meters by a constant force F equal to 100 Newton. What is the work done by the force in moving the block A 5 meter along the slope? Here we will take work done is equal to force multiplied displacement. Second part, what is increase in potential energy of the block? Here we will consider this much height. When we will consider increase in potential energy, then we will consider height above the ground. And C part, account for the difference in work done by force and increase in potential difference of the potential energy of the block. After calculating the answer, if we will get difference in the values, then what is the reason for that? Reason for that will be, here will be more work done because the body is moving on the sloping surface. There will be friction also. To overcome that friction, extra work will be done here. So according to question, what is given to us? Force is equal to 100 Newton. Length of slope is given 5 meter. In A part, we have to find out work done by force along the slope. So work done will be equal to force into displacement. That is 100 Newton into 5 meter. That will be equal to 500 Newton meter, which we can write as 500 joule. In the B part, we have to find out increase in potential energy. That will be equal to mgh. This mg is what? Force only. Height above the ground is given 3 meter. That is 100 Newton into 3 meter is equal to 300 Newton meter, which we can write as 300 joule. Now as you can see here, we are getting here work done 500 joule and increase in potential energy 300 joule. What is the reason for this difference? This difference, as I have already told you, on the sloping surface extra work will be needed to overcome the friction. That is the difference here. That is the reason of difference here. Next, 10th question is find the kinetic energy of the body of mass 1 kilogram moving with the uniform velocity of 10 meter per second. It is very simple question. If you remember the formula of kinetic energy. 10th question, mass of body is given to us 1 kilogram. Velocity of the body is given to us 10 meter per second. Kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. That is 1 by 2 into 1 kilogram into 10 meter per second. 2 5s are 10. That is 5 kilogram meter per second. sorry, here it was a square of the velocity. Half mv square means half into 1 kilogram into square of the velocity means 10 meter per second square. 10 meter per second whole square. So it will be 1 by 2 into 1 kilogram into 100 meter square per second square. So here it will become 50. 2 50s are 100. We are getting 50 kilogram meter square per second square, which we can write as 50 joule. Next is very important question number 11th. If the speed of a car is halved, how does its kinetic energy change? In this question, which is question number 11th given to us, if the speed of a car is halved, how does its kinetic energy change? First of all, we will assume let mass of car equal to m. Its initial speed is equal to v. Final speed is given half of the v, because they are saying if speed of the car is halved. Final speed is equal to half of v, that is v by 2. From here, initial kinetic energy will be equal to half mv square, and from here final kinetic energy will be half m into v by 2 whole square. That we can write half m into v square by 4. Just we will rearrange the things. 1 by 4 I will take outside. 1 by 2 mv square. What is this 1 by 2 mv square? This is the initial kinetic energy. So final kinetic energy is 1 by 4th of the initial kinetic energy. So we can say when speed is halved, then kinetic energy becomes 1/4. Then in 12th question, what is given to us? Calculate the decrease in kinetic energy of a moving body if its velocity reduces to half of the initial velocity. In this question, I will use the question number 11. In this question, I will use the answer from the question number 11th, because here I want to find out the decrease in kinetic energy. Here I am using answer of 11th question. Decrease in kinetic energy will be equal to what? That will be equal to initial kinetic energy minus final kinetic energy. Initial kinetic energy minus final kinetic energy. If value of initial kinetic energy is a unit, then final kinetic energy is 1 by 4 of the unit. We will take LCM, that is 3 by 4. So it will be 3 by 4th of initial kinetic energy.